Hi. So this is Spouse Affairs again. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. Follow me on social media. Spouse Affairs everywhere. Spouse Affairs. So follow me. So the question for today was the lady says, should I stay in an abusive relationship? Should I stay while I'm being hit? That this guy hits me all the time. So should I stay or should I leave? So, well, I'm an advocate of, no to domestic abuse. No, no, no. Don't take it. Don't stay there. Don't be around such people. Marriage was not meant for you to be in and then your spouse is abusing you, whether it is the man, whether it is the woman. Once the person is toxic, the person is emotionally abusing you, verbally, physically, my dear, don't stay in that relationship. Don't, because your self-esteem is being affected, your mental health. That's why women have PTSD. All these are consequences of this. Depression. In fact, I'm gonna do a video with, about this domestic abuse. I have an expert. Her name is Talk to Dot. You can follow her on social media, even on YouTube. Her channel is Talk to Dot. Talk, TALK, then letter 2, and then DOT dot. So everything about domestic abuse and all that, she's the right person to talk to. Everything about narcissist, and she's the guru. So, but I always tell people, if you are in an abusive relationship, don't stay. Don't stay. Marriage is for better, for worse, in quotes. But that doesn't mean that the worst has to be abuse. No to abuse. An abuser needs help. An abuser needs psychological help. An abuser is totally wrong for you to be there to present your body. Remember, your husband is supposed to present you without blemish. But this person is not doing that. This person is the one causing you causing you blemish. So he's already breaking scriptures. He's not supposed to hit you. Neither is your wife supposed to hit you. He's not supposed to abuse you emotionally, deprive you of all the comfort you can get. If if you're in a relationship and you say you want to marry this person, and you know that you already have violence in you, go and sort out your violent issues. Don't take another person's child and abuse that person and feel that it is your right to do that. No, you don't have the right to do that. It is not allowed. Those are punishable offenses by the law. So if the law is saying that stealing is wrong, why should you be around? Why should you steal? Why should you steal? So if you're in a relationship and then you are being abused verbally, get help. Get out of there. Get out of there. There is no cushioning or listen. You stay there 10 years, stay here 25 years. By then you would have been broken, battered. You may have lost one eye, lost one leg. In fact, if you're dating someone and this person is already abusing you, this person is already doing that, that is already grounds to say, I can't do this. I can't do this. Don't go dating somebody and then going ahead to marry somebody that is abusing you. That is a no-no. Don't stay in there. That is toxic for your system. Don't tell me that is you. Listen, God hates, they'll tell you God hates divorce. I've heard that a million times. Listen, God hates divorce. God hates adultery. God hates sin. God hates stealing. God hates lying. God hates, there are so many things God hates. So why are you picking only on the what do they call it, on divorce? Why are you picking on just that one? He does not like his children to suffer. He does not want that. That is not God's desire for you to get married to somebody and you say, that is the will of God for my life. The will of God is for me to just suffer in this relationship. That's not true. When you find out that you've made a mistake, that you married the wrong person, or you married somebody that is a sociopath, or you married somebody that is a psychopath, or you married somebody that is a narcissist, that is the time to carry your legs, look for a way to get out of that place. Because eventually you will lose your life. This person does not care about your life. This person does not care about your well-being. Why do you want to be around someone that does not care about you? He doesn't. He comes back and he apologizes. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I did it. Listen, then the next minute he's doing worse. Next minute he's doing worse. He may be, oh, that's why I said, ask questions. Ask questions. Anybody that comes and tells you that all the girls I've dated, you're the best, you're the only one that understands me. Listen, there is a problem. There's a problem. Why? How can you be the only one that understands him? And that is, he's telling you this. Immediately, you just started the relationship. He's telling you and bombarding you with all kinds of things. You're the perfect one for me. You're the everything. I can't do without you. I would die. Listen, it's danger. That is danger. That is danger. So for those that are not married, this is already a tip for you. Don't go ahead with that relationship. Somebody told me, she said that during this lockdown, she had to go, somehow she was trapped. She went to see the guy, and then in the process of seeing the guy, the lockdown started, so there was no movement within the states, and then that was how she got to stay there. And then right there, during this lockdown, that was when she saw that he had violence. He was violent. He started hating her. He wouldn't talk to her for days. It was during this lockdown that she got to find out, and she immediately buzzed me and told me that, look, our wedding is supposed to be later this year. Should I go ahead with this wedding? This is what I just found out. I said, no, you can't go ahead with the wedding with this information. You are treading on dangerous grounds. He has hit you once, he has hit you twice. He's using his hands. By the time you get married, he's going to use the knife. He can't control his temper. Anyone that cannot control his temper should not be, that is not the person you should desire to go marry, to get married to. Let him go sort out his temper. Let him go for help. Let him go sort himself out. You're still dating, so don't rush into the marriage. And by the time I queried, there is this rush. Don't rush into marriage. Don't rush into it. So for this question, my answer is get out of there. Don't stay there and be quoting scriptures. People will tell you to stay there. This is where I have a problem with some denominations. I have to call out denominations. When you see that your church member is being abused, your church member is being hit. Somebody was telling me how the guy, he works with the police, or he works with the servicemen, and she said that the guy even pulled a gun out at her. Pulled a gun on her in a rage, in the fit of a rage. And she told her pastor, and her pastor still told her to pray and stay right there. That is, when she told me, I was pissed. Why would you tell someone to stay in that kind of a relationship? Because you want to portray that God hates divorce. That is a no-no. If anybody is in a violent situation, anybody that is in a relationship that is toxic to their health, anybody that's in a relationship where they are putting them down constantly, there's no value for who they are. Don't tell me that the lady should go and pray. She should go and pray, but she shouldn't be there praying. she should be out of there. Help that lady, help that woman to get out of there. Help that man to get out of there. Don't allow anybody to remain in a toxic relationship, a relationship that is affecting their health, and tell them that you're praying. You're praying, you're praying. I remember growing up when we went to see a pastor's wife, and we got in there. She hadn't been to church, and then in the process of hugging her, she made a shrill sound, and I was way younger then. And then I was like, what's this? So I went into the room. I just became suspicious. I was much younger. I was a teenager then. When we got into the room, I insisted, and she showed me her back. This man flogs her. This is a minister, for crying out loud. What the heck is going on here? This man flogs her. He beats this woman just because she did something wrong. And I was like, why are you in this relationship? Why are you here? Why are you still married to this guy? And she was begging me, don't tell pastor. Don't tell. Apparently pastor is not even aware. Why would you be in that kind of a relationship? If you're a man of God, if you are a clergy and all that, and you are enabling these evil people, I mean, it's wrong. It is wrong. This is not what Jesus will do. Jesus will get her out of there. Jesus will get her out of there. No matter the anointing that you are carrying, don't encourage this. Don't encourage a woman to remain in an abusive relationship and be praying there. No. Let her get help. Take her out of there. Show her all the support you can. Support her. Support the children. Because sometimes most of these women don't even have a source of livelihood. So support them, show them support. If you can rent a house for these women, get them a house, get them stabilized. Then let you go and work on the man. If you want to work on him, go and work on him. But the truth is that most of these people, you can't do much for them unless the person sees that I have a problem. I want to sort out my problem. You can't do much. I've seen people that have recovered from this violence. I know people that have gotten through this, that have stopped hitting their wives. Sometimes it's even because they feel that there's nobody for her to run to. There's nowhere for her to go. She goes back on parents. Parents, stop it. If your child comes back home crying that, look, my husband hit me, and then you say, look, you are married, go back to your husband's house. Stop that. Stop doing that. Stop it. Get your child out of there. Support that your child. Don't encourage it. Do you want her corpse? You prefer her corpse, or you prefer his corpse? That is totally wrong. If you find out that your child is being abused, if you find out when this your child or this your friend got married and immediately she cut off from everybody, listen, something is not adding up. That is a huge red flag. Somebody that used to be friendly, nice, you already know his personality or her personality, and all of a sudden the person went to her shell. You can't reach her. She doesn't communicate anymore. She doesn't post on social media like she used to do. She doesn't share her pictures. There is something going on in there. Don't encourage. And then the person confides in you and tell you that this is my problem. Look for a way to help them out. Pastors, help these people out. Don't encourage them to remain in such relationships. Don't do that. Look for a way that you can help them. So my answer to this question is no. Don't remain in an abusive relationship. Whether you're dating, whether you're married, don't remain there. That is my advice. Listen, if I was in an abusive relationship, I would have gone since. I don't really care what people will say. The issue is by the time your corpse is being laid, people will still talk. Why was she so foolish? Why didn't she live there? Why did she wants to behave? She wants to claim that she's married. All these people that want to listen. So they're still mocking you, even in your grave. So why not live and have hope? Things can get back together. But when you're dating, that is where you have an advantage. Don't agree to such. Don't agree. No matter what they are saying. They hit you one, that's it. All right. God bless you.